Give it up for a man who's been described as having a very unique voice in comedy. It is the one and only, the hilarious and a good friend of ours and the friend of the Asian Networks, Imran Yusuf!
Good evening, Edinburgh! Hello, welcome, guys. It's always a pleasure to be back in Edinburgh. I've got some good news that I want to share. Since I was last here, I recently just became a father. Thank you. A godfather, but it counts. I've become the godfather to a Catholic child. I had no idea that I was eligible for that role. Things are so tough for the Catholics at the moment, they're outsourcing some of this responsibility. And life isn't easy for the Muslims at the moment, if you've not noticed. Right. My friend Mike is a Catholic. He's a good friend of mine. We used to work together back in the video games industry, which is what I did before I became a comic. And he had a second child, and he was like, hey, man, look, I've had a second daughter. Would you be so kind to be the godfather to my second child? And I'm like, wow, Mike, what an amazing gesture to make in this world that's full of so much conflict and hatred and prejudice. I don't care if you're a different background to me, Mike. I don't care if you're a different religion to me, Mike. You're my brother, Mike, and I love you. I'd be honored, I'd be privileged to be the godfather to your second child. To which he said, good, because I see your career's going quite well. If anything happens to me, please send it to a good school. It's not all about the money, okay? So we turn up now. We turn up at this Catholic church. I've never been to a Catholic church before. I've been to other houses of worship, you know, because I'm an open-minded human being. That and I've got a spy on them. And whilst I was there... I like how some of you laugh, the rest of you go, no, I think he's being quite sincere. Yeah, think about it. Those guys got nothing to do on a Sunday. So we turn up this Catholic church. When I stepped inside, when I was in there, no one stared at me. No one tried to make me feel like an outsider. I was made to feel very welcome inside their house of worship, which I thought was a very beautiful feeling considering the climate that we live in now. But I did notice at the same time that it was a bit cold in there because they don't have central heating like we do in mosques. I'm not showing off. I'm just saying, you know, we haven't got as much money as they have. Then we don't spend it on stupid things. Like ruby slippers. And all that compensation. And we're off! You're at a comedy festival, you should have seen that one coming, shame on you. Right, we're all having a good time. Everything's going really well. This is quite culturally significant for me to participate in. I'm really enjoying myself. And suddenly, the priest stops all the proceedings and he asks all the godparents to stand up because he wants us to take our vows, right? Now, I didn't know about this bit. I didn't know that I'd have to take vows. Mike never told me that I'd have to take vows, and now I feel really uncomfortable. What about if they ask me to say something that conflicts with my own faith, huh? Then I realise, you know what, how difficult can this be? All they're asking me to do, really, is to do a bit of public speaking, which is what I do for a living. So the worst that's going to happen is that I'll go up, I'll do 10 minutes, I'll bring somebody else on. So I'm like, I reckon I could probably do. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably ready for this. So the priest says, right, I'm going to ask you, the godparents, present here today, to take your vows. Question number 1. Do you reject the devil? Yeah. Because everybody knows, devil. It's a bell end, isn't he? Then the questions got a little bit more difficult for me, and I wasn't ready for this. They hit me. Question number 2. Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? I mean, look, bro, he was cool, yeah? And I've seen most of his films. Some people want to bang on about the book being better, but I don't know. All I'm saying is nobody ever thinks about Abraham. He's the patriarch of the 3 major religions of the world. He doesn't get a public holiday anywhere on the planet. I think this is a bit of an oversight. Some Jewish people in the audience there, I can see. Shalom to you, thank you very much for coming out. It's a horrible sentiment that goes around that Muslims and Jews hate each other. I think it's a horrible thing, and I think a lot of that has been perpetuated by the conflict in the Middle East. But I don't hate Jewish people at all. Muslim and Jewish people don't hate each other. But there is something that has to be said about our communities. And there's something I've got to say from my community to your community, and it's this. Yeah? Tottenham are shit. love how tense it got in here. Like, oh no, what is he going to do? Mazel tov. Right, and now we're going to do the final thing. The final thing that you've got to do to become the godparent in a Catholic church, so a Catholic child, is that we want to step forward in full view of everybody, extend our index finger and draw a crucifix on Charles' forehead to signify that we were Catholics and we had accepted Christ. I didn't know about this, and I felt a bit uncomfortable. But I watched the other godparents do it, and it was a big deal for them, right? They're really proud. They're in their house of worship. They're in their Sunday best. They step forward in full view of everybody. They extend their index finger. They draw a little crucifix on Charles' forehead. Everyone's happy with them. Essentially, these are just good people going on about their business, and at least today, I need to show them a little respect and do as they do inside their house of worship. And now it's my turn, and I panic. I look over at Mike. Mike looks back at me and goes, I freaked out. And when everybody blinked, I dove in there, little moon and star, and nobody knew the difference. And I would have gotten away with it had I not used a felt tip. By the way, I get it, right? I get it. I hate having to talk about this subject. I hate having to talk about this, right? Because if you're a comedian from a minority group, so if you're like a black comic, a brown comic, a female comic, or like a gay comic, you're often told, please don't talk too much about your background. We kind of heard it before. We know what your unique selling point is. Please don't just stop banging on about it the whole time. But things we have to. Because if we don't, somebody else will, and it will never be complimentary. This is the opportunity that we get to humanize our communities as three-dimensional human beings full of compassion and full of empathy and understanding, right? Because if I don't, someone will always be saying horrible stuff. And I always have to talk about this because I keep on getting phone calls, still to this day, from radio and TV producers going, hello, Imran, would you like to come on air and talk about ISIS? Why the fuck do you think I know anything about them? My expertise in life is Jackie Chan films, Nintendo games, and sharks. That's all I know about. All I know about. They never want to know about Jackie Chan films, Nintendo games, or sharks. They want me to talk about ISIS, so I have to come out and say this, just that you've seen a Muslim person say it on television, live at the Edinburgh Festival. Listen, 99.99999999999% of Muslims around the world do not affiliate themselves with ISIS. They've got nothing to do with us. They do not represent us. They don't share our hopes, our dreams, our ambitions, or our faith. In fact, fuck ISIS. I said it. Fuck ISIS. Yeah. But at the moment, they're doing quite well, innit? Just saying, you know, if they get this far, I'll be all right. I'm not stupid. If you can't beat them, you join them. That's the way that game works. I like how the room's divided by those of you know that I'm joking and the rest of you know that I'm not. So after I came back from Guantanamo Bay... ladies and gentlemen, you've been an absolute pleasure. Please continue to enjoy the festival. My name's Imran Yusuf. Peace out. God bless. Hi guys, thanks for watching my video and I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you'd like to watch more of my stand-up, click here. Or if you'd like to watch my BBC Three pilot, The Imran Yusuf Show, click here. Thanks for your support and I hope to catch you at a show sometime.